Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It was Tuesday, right? Sorry. Another alarm going off. That was right on key. Sounded like a fire alarm, huh? That was one of my alarms. Stop! Another one of them. That's so funny. Let me see if I have any more. Oh, my phone did something weird. So my alarms did not go off on time. Obviously. Obviously. Oh my gosh. All right. So, anyways, sorry. I will go back and read messages. I have a ton of messages in there this morning. I haven't had a chance to get to them yet. If you're asking me questions about your order from the sale, all the invoices went out except for 12 because I fell asleep. I just was too tired to stay up any longer. So, anyways, yeah, I'm really happy because there were 142 people that ordered. So I got almost all of them done. There's like maybe 10 or 12 that need to be done. And if an item wasn't on your invoice, that means it wasn't available. So um, I know some people may not read that the quantity was only one, and there's like 12 people that respond, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna make this cute little side. It's gonna be fun. There's quite a few of you that have bought it already and have asked me, when are you going to make it, because you need to know the colors and all of that. So there's it's a truck, so it's a cute little truck on here. It says hello Valentine. If you're out there watching, just say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. How's your weather? Mine looks great. It's kind of nice. I can look out my window now without the trailer there. Our trailer always blocked it, so I'm getting a nice sunrise right now. Anyways, guys, hope you are having a good day so far. Mine is just starting. So let me see if I can, I need to share this over to VIP group really quick, and hopefully no more alarms will go off. My phone, I don't know, it's maybe, it could just be me, but my alarms went off late today. It just might be me shutting them off. So I worked really hard trying to get all of the invoices out. Just wasn't possible. Sometimes you just get really close. I was like so close, and I was like, I just have to sleep. Sometimes you just have to give into it. So there we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right. Got that shared over. Make sure that you say hi so we know where you're watching from. Let me look at my little... Sorry, I have something in my eye. Oh, ouch. Okay, I think it will be fine. Okay, hi Julie, good morning. Hi Sarah, how are you? Hi Chris, hi Darlene. Hi Bridget, good morning. I need a couple of cups of coffee this morning. Good morning, Tina, how are you? Hi Laura. Thanks for sprinkling, Tina. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. I appreciate it. I know sometimes Facebook takes a little bit to get this shared over. How's about if I share it to my page today? I haven't done that in a while. Let me see. Is it even going to let me? There's the link. Okay. Let me go out of this and then over to my main page. Is not wanting to let me do that. That's so funny because the button for me to switch to my main page was hiding. It was like hiding behind this big icon. Okay. All right. There we go. Yep. I'm going to share it. All right. So how's your Tuesday going? Mine is going slow. Just started. Just started. Over here on the Pacific Coast, it is 6:50 now. I know I'm running late. I am running late because it just is that way. My life is that way lately. So tomorrow it can't be. I mean, no, not tomorrow. Thursday it can't be. Heading to the airport early Thursday. And you know how that goes. I usually don't sleep. I'll probably take a nap earlier on in the day, but I always worried that I'm going to not be ready. So a lot of times I just can't sleep the night before. So Who else is here? Okay, if you're out there watching, am I packed? I can't bring down the suitcase yet. The dogs will freak out. They leave tomorrow, so they leave in the morning. I'll have plenty of time. I have all my stuff set to the side in my bedroom. I have all my stuff washed, and I really don't need to take that much. I'm not taking craft stuff because we're going to be so busy. Last time I took a ton of things and I really didn't need them. I think we'll have plenty of things to do. I don't need to take my cameras because we probably won't be doing a live from there. So I just need clothes, and all my clothes are ready, and my all my toiletries, everything is ready, and I got to grab. I don't even have to bring food because we're gonna have a car. We can stop and do that. So, yeah, I'm ready. I just need to throw it in the suitcase. It actually is gonna be really easy this time, super easy. So. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Good morning. -7, Laura. Wow. Feels like a temperature of -24. Oh, that's just too cold. Hi, Tina. 9 inches in Kentucky. -2. Oh my goodness. That is so cold, girlfriend. That I just can't do it. I can go visit it, but I can't stay in it. I could not live there all the time. That's why I live here. Oh my goodness. I always say that my dad would call from Idaho and say, we just got a foot of snow overnight. Your mom's out there shoveling. When, years ago, he would call and say that. I'm like, you guys need to get out of that snow. It's just so cold. Dina, Crazy Crescent, do you remember what color blue paint used on the Frosty Snowman cutouts? No, I don't. I would have to look at it because I don't know which Frosty Snowman. If you send me a picture of what you're talking about, just send me a private message of what item, because I have lots of snowman. I can probably tell you what color it was. I can probably look and see. Hi, Amy. How are you? Or get close for you. Hi, April. Carrie, same in your -25 with the wind chill. Oh my goodness, that is not fun. You'll be glad to get out of there and go on your little vacation, right? I know. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Hi, Kathy. Below 0. Oh gosh, yeah. So why do you live here? Well, yeah, it's hard because people live where their families are. People live where it's affordable. But yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy. A lot of snowbirds go to Arizona this time of year. They just migrate down there. There's a lot of people down in Yuma because of that, because it's just too cold for their bones. So, hey, Mary Lynn, how are you? Hi, Janine. Okay, let's get started. Let's do this fun project. Oops, that is not what I was doing. All right. So let me just turn this around. So this is our cute little sign. Has a truck on it that has Valentine stuff. Isn't this cute? Quite a few of you have already purchased this, and we're gonna paint it today, so you know how to paint it. I know I always just say use your imagination, do what you want to do, but y'all always want to have a certain color of paint, and that is what we're gonna do today. So I got my cheat sheet because even Darlene needs a cheat sheet. Okay, hello Valentine. Let me just move this for a second here. And we will get started. Please don't spill. Let me bring in my board that we use. Our board is looking like it needs some new tape on it. We will put a few new pieces of tape down at the bottom so the little pieces will stick easier. Oh yeah, it's so hard. But it's so expensive, guys. The alternative is just, I know for us, we think about that sometimes. We've lived here a long time. So therefore, as far as a house, we've lived in our house and our house will be paid off. Our house is getting there. Our house will be paid off in 4 years. So at that point, we could really go anywhere in the U.S., but we probably wouldn't. I'm happy to be right here. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go somewhere where it's cold all the time. It just, there's places where it's winter 6 months out of the year. That is not fun. Okay, so I just take my tape and I just turn the ends under. Try not to do that. try not to get it all tangled up. That was not a goal to do that. So this will just hold my pieces for me so that I'm not holding the little tiny pieces. I like using a paint board. Usually it's not that difficult. Okay, we just get a couple more pieces here at the bottom. This is where all my small pieces usually go. So the smaller pieces I have to worry more about. Oops. It's one of those days, guys. It is one of those days. Feels like a Monday. Oops, there goes my tape too. Yikes. Yikes, guys. Okay. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Oops, and there goes paint. I just can't win, can I? Okay, here we go. Let me grab my tape so my dogs don't grab it and run off with it. You know how that goes. And then I'm gonna put myself up in the corner and we will get started. Hi Cynthia, how are you? Good morning. Okay, this is what we're painting today. Let's put this part way up here on that side. And let me put myself in the corner. And I touched the wrong thing and I put my doggy picture in the corner instead earlier. There we go. Here I am. Hello, good morning. Okay, let me just get all my little pieces off. The words I really don't want to put on brand new tape because the words are fragile. So when you pull it off, you do not want them to break. So I'm going to put it on the tape that's been used a few times. And then I'm going to take apart all this whole thing. So all these pieces will be painted also. These top pieces. These are going to be blue. So my background's going to be blue. Okay, there's a lot of pieces on here. I have a license plate. This is going to be pink. We can put that down there. The word, or let's put it over here where we can see it better. Okay, pink. And then the word love. I'm going to put that there because it's a little fragile. And so that's red. And then all of these guys, they have a little heart in the center. So of the O, XO, XO. So we'll paint it white and then we'll do the little heart pink. And then we have this. This is going to be red. So we just have a variety of colors. We're going to be going back and forth. I'm sorry. It just is going to be that way. Here's the tail lights. Now, your tail lights, you can do whatever you want to. The mirrors, those are gray. The bumper is generally gray. And then where am I going to put my truck? I'm going to be moving this part up because there is just too much stuff. Too much stuff. Okay, that's going to be moved up. Okay, now my truck is going to go... There are actually a lot of pieces on this. The truck's going to go right here. Okay, and let me see if I can scooch it up. Let's just make that go in a little bit. There we go. And then this part is like the tail. It goes along the tail part, or like, yeah. It's that part. It's not, I don't know. This is that piece. And then we have our hearts. So we have red and then we have pink and then the sides are white. And then we have little hearts that are spacers that are going to help hold that up. You probably don't actually need those. I just had them in there when I was taking pictures. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, we have a lot to paint, guys. There's a lot here. I'm pretty lucky to live in Sunday. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we complain sometimes when it gets cold, but it really doesn't get that cold. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Oh, you're taking your fur baby to get fixed. Oh, hope she does okay. I hope so too. Usually it is really, really easy. Do I paint the sides? Never, ever, ever. I don't paint the sides. This wood is really thin, and the sides, these are laser cut. The paint doesn't stick to the side of laser cut wood. It will eventually peel off, so I never paint it. So some people paint it, but like I said, the sides, this is all laser cut, and when you have something that's laser cut, paint doesn't stick to the side, so there's no point. It's gonna come off anyways. Okay, so this is aqua sky. Gonna paint the background is all going to be aqua sky. These are going to be aqua sky. Hopefully that's not too much. I'll just start right here. That way I can use all the excess over on the other board. So yeah, I don't want to be holding my pieces and have the paint get all over my fingers. If you had thick wood, then you would be holding it and you would be painting the sides of that. But on this 1/8 inch wood, you never ever have to paint the sides. So I just paint the top. It's been that way forever. And no one ever says anything. No one cares. When people buy it, they're so focused on just what's on the front. They never ever say anything about the sides. And in all the years of doing ornaments, I don't paint the back of the ornaments. And I had one person that ever said anything. She's like, I would buy it if it. She was being kind of snotty. Honestly, she was being kind of snotty about it. She goes, I would buy it, but it's not painted on the back. I'm like, oh, I can fix that. And I took it out of her hands, and I had paint in my booth, and I painted the back of it. I go, here you go. And then she had to buy it. So I fixed that problem, you know. But of all the years of doing this, 38 years of doing craft shows, I've only had one person ever say anything about that. And that, you know how many ornaments I sold over all the years when we did the personalized ornaments. We sold a bazillion of them. Okay, it looks like I'm going to put a little bit of paint back into my jar. I think I got just a touch too much. Just a touch too much. Let's just put a little bit back. I didn't need quite that much. I was trying to hurry to spread it, and I got too much on there. All right. So if you're just hopping on and you participated in my transfer sale, I have from the first go around, I have all but 12 of the invoices out. I started with the letter Z and worked backwards. So if your first name was Zelia or Yvonne, you were one of the first ones. If your first name starts with a C, a B, or an A, I have 12 invoices on my desk that I just need to send out. So it's a long process, guys. It is a long several day process, and then as soon as you guys pay, then I'll start picking the orders and I will get things mailed today. Mail didn't go out yesterday, so it really didn't matter. I was trying to get all the invoices out yesterday, and then I'll start on the second round. After I get those all packaged, I will start on the second round getting those sent out. So hopefully I'll get those sent out before I have to go. Hi Doris, how are you? Oh, okay. So your therapist friends took your patients so that you could sleep, but woke up with a headache anyways. I'm so sorry. That is not fun. I hope it goes away soon. Definitely not a fun thing. So sometimes you paint it by accident. Oh, on the sides. Yeah, sometimes it goes on the sides, but you can wipe that. If it goes on the sides and you don't want it on the sides, you can wipe it with a Clorox wipe. So, hi Deb, how are you? Hi Mary Lee. Hi Terry. Have a great day. Hi Lori Walsh. Hi Karen Ross. How are you doing? Are you doing any better? Hopefully you're getting better. Okay, let's start painting the pink stuff. So I'm going to use a couple of pinks, but like the center of this is going to be the darker color dragon fruit. So most of the pink on here is going to be cotton candy. It's a light pink. I love this pink. I think it's a cute pink. So we'll get started. So the truck part needs to be pink. Oh, I'll need to paint the tires black, but it's okay because you can paint, I'm just doing the whole thing pink, and then I'll do the tire part black, which is super easy to fix that. And then there's all the little pieces that go on here. So you can easily just paint this all one color. If you're painting it a darker color, well, black goes over anything, it really doesn't matter. You can actually just paint this whole thing, and then you're going to paint the tire part black. Okay, so this is a really cute one. So I know lots of you have purchased this already. And so you're just waiting for me to do it, which sometimes that just takes a little bit. Sometimes it's hard for me to get to everything. I try. I really do. Thank you for being so patient with me. Okay, what else needs to be pink? This needs to be pink. I'm looking at my sheet. So I actually think that's the only other thing. That is the only other thing right now that needs to be pink. Okay, so the letters, the hello Valentine. Okay, I'm going to do those in red. So what I'm going to do, and then we'll do all the other red stuff. So I'm going to get my little palette dish because I'll need that. Oh, you didn't know you could wipe it? Yes, yes, Clark's wipe. Just wipe it off before it dries. And you could actually sand it off the sides if a little bit wet on the sides, for sure. You can do that. So, hey, Linda, how are you? Good morning. Okay, so the red I'm going to use is primary red. I just grabbed a red off the shelf. Honestly, I use so many different reds. And a lot of times that's because at my craft stores, they don't always have the reds available that I need. So I'll pick between Santa red, primary red. What are the other reds? Country red. There's a lot of different reds that I'll use, just, going back and forth. Sometimes that can make it difficult if you have to touch up something. Okay, Valentine, this is going to be red. My puppies are finally getting up. I woke up and I'm like, where are the dogs? So hubby let them stay in his room. He left the door open. It's possible that Stubby didn't want to get up. That he's just getting older. He's laying around all day long. He really doesn't get up and do much at all. He just really, he loves to just sleep. So, oh, thank you. I do a great job, including a full-time job. Yeah, I do have a full-time job. It's hard sometimes, but you know what? I do what I can. And so I eventually get to everything. Eventually. You just have to ask me sometimes. If you ask me, say, hey, when are you going to do this? A lot of times I'll go, oh, I'll put that on my schedule. Okay, I'm going to do these little tiny tail lights red. And then the outside of this is going to be red. And then I think that's all the red that I have. And then we're going to just keep going with our colors. All right, so there's my red. And we'll have to put a second coat. Red always needs a second coat of it. Hey, Wendy, how are you? How's hubby? I know you still haven't picked up your package. I think it's been there 2 months now. I think that's the longest I've had one there. But you have a reason for that. Oh, this needs to be pink too. The tailgate needs to be pink. How is your hubby doing? He had his surgery. Emergency surgery. That is so crazy. So many people have things going on in their lives like that. That was just out of the blue. So I hope he's healing. Hope he's doing better. That is never fun. Never, ever fun. Let's see. These are going to be gray. So we'll do this is gray. This is gray. This is gray. This is white. Okay. Pink. So center part here, this center part is pink. And then we'll do some white. So I know this is a fun truck. I like this one. I haven't made it yet. I had my granddaughter paint some up for me to do for my online auctions that I'm having coming up. So I need to get all my invites out and all my stuff done for that. I just need a few more hours in my day. Can I just have that? It just doesn't always work. See, I just got some on the side. Usually I'll just take my finger and try to get it off the side. Okay, so that was dragon fruit. That's dragon fruit. And then I'm going to do the white, and then we'll do our gray. And we'll need 2 coats on the white. So let me just put some white in here. And okay, so things that are white. The license plate is white. Right. Yeah. These letters are white, and then the center part will be, the little hearts will be pink. And then this is the sides of the heart down here. This is white. Okay. And then we need gray. Do I have gray? Oh, I do have gray. I think I have all my colors out here. We need to paint the tires black. We need to we'll do those gray. Okay, we're doing good. So our gray is just slate gray. Slate gray. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Doris, I was thinking about you. How are you going to take care of your patients if you're not being able to think straight? That would be hard. I'm glad that your fellow, your colleagues are able to help out with that. That is not a fun thing to go through. Definitely not fun. Okay, so these are all going to be gray. You can do them any color you want. So those are the mirrors. This is actually a tail light. I probably should actually do that yellow, but it's okay. I'm going to leave it gray. And I will be doing a second coat on the red and then a second coat on my white. Okay, so let me stand up for this. Usually I'll just go sideways really quickly on these words so that the paint doesn't go down inside of them. So if you just kind of go sideways, it gets all of that painted. Yep. So you guys, say lots of prayers that all of my crafty friends get to their destination. There are some airplanes that are canceled because they had issues with a certain model. So there are some that were canceled, and hopefully everybody gets to their destination how they should. It makes me sad thinking that maybe someone might not, you know, or weather-wise. Let's just pray that weather-wise everything works out, no issues. Yeah. So some people are starting to arrive tomorrow. They're going early. I could not go early this time. It didn't work out. I have so much to do with it being year end. I have a lot of responsibility with my job, so I could only take off a few days. So no extra days. Some people are even heading home on Saturday, which makes it for a tight schedule because we have things going on Saturday at the corporate office. So I'm glad I didn't plan on going home Saturday. I will get to go live. I'm actually in the afternoon, so I actually have a time. I can let you guys know what time. Okay, I missed a little bit on my red. Let me just go over that. So we'll ink our edges. I put so much on here. The back piece is really, really thick with that paint, guys. It's taken a minute to dry. All this is drying up nicely for me. Yeah, I don't even think my heater's on. It's kind of weird. So, all right, I think we're good. That still is damp. Is this not getting hot? Oh, it is hot. It is hot. It just isn't dry yet. It's almost there. Bear with me. Bear with me for a moment. Un momento. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, we do have to put some little polka dots on the background part. So, but we want to fit this together. Let's go ahead. And that white is not even dry. I just stuck my finger in it. Sorry, guys. At least it's not too annoying, right? It's not too loud. It could be worse. Okay, so let's kind of put our little truck together. Make sure all the got to do black for the tires, guys, and then pink for the hearts. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hi, Sarah. How are you? All right. Oh, hubby must be home. Maybe he's not working today. That's so funny. He must not be working today. I just heard the door open in there. Either I have a mouse or something. That's probably what it was. I wonder, he must have taken today off so he could get prepared for the desert. Oh, see, I don't always know those things. I don't always get told all the things. But I hear him out there with the dogs. Okay, it doesn't matter if you go up a little bit on this because the piece for the bumper is going to go right there. I was wondering, why are the dogs not bothering me? It's because they are snuggled in there with my husband. That was why. That's so funny. I didn't even go peek in the door. I'm just like, I'm going to let him just sleep. Okay, I'm going to take my stylus. I'm going to do the inside of these, the XOXO. The O part has a little heart. And it's probably hard for you to see that. I don't even know going in. No. Well, you can kind of see it. Okay. So, I don't want white, Darlene. You want pink. Okay, so I'm going to do it with my pink, my light, my cotton candy. So I'm just going to use the stylus and just paint that in there just like that. All right. Yuppers. Yuppers. Okay, and then we'll dry. And then we'll be ready to start assembling it and inking and all of that stuff. Okay. All right. Oops. All right. This is going to be so cute. I can't wait to see it done. Message after message. I get so many of those every day. Your page is going to be deleted. Your page's copyright is using copyright stuff. I get messages all day long. Yesterday I had to have got over a dozen of those messages. Delete, block, delete, block, delete, spam, you know, wherever I need to send it to. Sometimes it comes in on my business side. Sometimes it comes in on my personal side. It's just crazy. Okay, so those hearts are pretty dry. Okay, let's take everything off of here. We'll get our main board. Okay, so we are going to put some polka dots on this, but we're gonna build. Let's build our truck. Let's get everything on here. So you can see the scoring where that's where your words go. Okay, so your hello. Be really careful with this. It is fragile. If you break it, just glue it together and touch up the paint. Hello, Valentine. How are you? Okay, now I can kind of probably set it down for a minute. All right, there's our Valentine part. And then here goes our truck. And then we'll ink everything. I always like to take a look at it. How's it going to look together? Did I paint something the wrong color? Because that never happens, right? I'm sure it does. It happens to me anyways. Does it happen to you? Do you ever paint something the wrong color and you have to touch it up? It can happen. That's okay though, guys. We always have another chance to fix it, right? We always have that chance to go back and fix it. Okay, our little hearts are going to go right on here. Message after message. My phone is always always vibrating, giving me messages. Okay, so XOXO. And then our little hearts go up here. Okay, so this goes in like that, and it just fits right here. So when it's glued, it should be fine, but I do have those little spacers I can put underneath of that. So I do have some spacers to kind of hold that up. They're just little hearts that don't get painted. Sometimes people paint them by mistake. It's okay. They can be painted, but they don't serve a purpose. So that's going to go just like that. Okay. So I always like to take a look at it, make sure, does anything need changed? I do need to put little polka dots on the sign, and they're going to be in red. But let's do this. Let's take this off of here. Let's get our main board off. Let me just scooch this down, and I'll grab it this way. You got the copyright one too. Yeah, all the time. All the time I get that. Delete, delete, delete. Facebook will not do that. Facebook does not notify you that way at all. So they'll send it through your Facebook page, through your administrative part. So you'll know that way. So don't fall for those. Don't click on them. Don't give them any information. Okay. All right, there's our cute little sign. That is really blue in there. Okay, let me go ahead and take this off, and we have to ink everything. So let me just move this over here. Let's do this. Let's ink this part and then get the polka dots on, and then we'll start inking our truck. So let's do this part first and get this glued together. Get the polka dots done. They can start drying. My ink pad is worn out, guys. I have used this one for a long time. I keep saying, oh, I need to replace it. It's starting to flake pieces off. It's probably time. See how it's kind of getting really worn. They do last for a long time, but I use these almost daily on projects in here. And these could have been taken to a craft show too. Sometimes I'll grab them out of here to go to the craft show. Okay, then I'm going to ink these pieces. I'm not going to ink the words. Okay, so the words are really fragile. The words are just going to stay the color that they are. And we will probably, we might speckle this. I don't know if I want to or not. I may not. We'll see. Okay, so Gonna glue these in place. I'll probably tape them because I want to make sure that they stay, and then we'll add the words very last. Okay, so hello goes at the top. There's holes at the top for jute, and we're gonna glue that right there, and then I'll tape that down. Polka dots only go in the center part. They don't go down below or anything, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, so get some glue. I like to use Aleene's Tacky Glue. That's what works for me. And it sets up pretty quickly within 5 minutes. It usually cannot be moved, but you do have that time. It does give you time to move it if you need to, and that's just what I like about it, is that you are able to move it. So use whatever glue you think is best for you. If you're perfect and you don't ever have to move anything, then you can probably use Stick Fast or the other ones that go really quickly, that dry really quickly. Don't use super glue. Super glue is not super. Super glue does not last. So do I have the Valentine's truck as big as the large Christmas truck? No, I don't have it that big. It's really hard for us to cut things that big. Out of the thicker wood, the quality nowadays is not the same. So the quality of the thick wood has changed, and so it's harder for the laser to cut the wood that we get. So we haven't done any of the big trucks for a long time. I really love the big truck. This would be really cute done like that. But no, we haven't done that. So thank you. I love this sign. I think it's really fun. Make sure that that's even. And that way, that'll just hold that there for a little bit till we're ready to glue the words on. Because we're gonna take a minute to ink all the edges on that truck. And let me make sure I get this straight. If it's not perfect, nobody's gonna say anything, right? I have 4 of these that my granddaughter painted for me. I just have to do all the inking. I need to do a weekend away at my cabin, so I have 0 distractions, and I just need to go and ink all my stuff. And I need to have a weekend by myself. You know, a lot of times I say I'm gonna go, and then I just don't end up going. I need to do that and just have some time for Darlene. You know, yeah. So probably the middle of February, or maybe even the first week of February when I get back. Probably when I get back, like 2 weeks after, I'll go up there. I need to go check on things too, because it's been a little while, and just go and just play all weekend. Just do crafty stuff. Okay, I'm going to somewhat do a pattern so that I just kind of get these on here. And I'm going to do it before I put on my truck. So I have no idea where the truck's going to land on here. I don't need my dots to be close together. They are just however they are. But I'm gonna somewhat do a pattern, and it'll be easier for me. And then we'll dry it, and then we'll start inking on the truck. And by the time that we get the truck inked, then this should be dry all the way. So you can usually get like at least 2 dots out of every time that you dip your stylus into the paint. You can usually get 2 dots out of that. Oops, and I have a couple of little splatters. That's okay. You can always take your paint and touch that up. So yeah, I have a couple of little dots there. It's all right. Don't worry. Don't stress. It might be covered up by the truck anyways, right? We don't know exactly where. The truck's going to be right in this area. So I don't necessarily need to do the center. Let's just do the edges on this part. We'll just do the edges because we do know that the truck is going to be right in here and cover almost all that. We'll put some down here because it's probably going to show through at the bottom. Okay, and then we'll do over here. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. Okay, I think we're good. Let's kind of dry that somewhat, and then we'll start inking all the truck things. All right. Hey Pam, how are you? Good morning. Okay, still got something in my eyeball. Still got something in there. Okay. Let's dry. Let's dry. So I know it's not going to dry all the way. I'm drying the surface and I'm not wanting them to bubble up. So I'm trying to make sure I'm moving my heat gun. But this will get it started and then we'll dry it just a little bit more before we put the truck on. Okay, now we can move this out of the way and we can start working on the truck. I got all sorts of things that are timbering over. Okay, we have all our little pieces. We're not doing the Hello Valentine. We're not inking that because it is a little fragile. We're inking all these other pieces. This is kind of fragile too. Whenever you have a joint like that, just be careful how you're holding that when you're inking it. You don't want to put a lot of stress on that or you'll end up with two pieces and then you'll just glue it together. If things break, they break. I don't replace them when they break. If they break during shipping, that's a different story. But if you break it when you're making it, then just glue it. I mean, honestly, it's not a big deal to do that. Most of the time, you can't even tell. All right, jumping. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to ink all my little edges here. All right. I'm just taking the pieces off one at a time. Just do them one at a time. Well, you can't do two at a time, right? I always thought that was so funny. We're just going to do it one at a time. As my voice goes away. Yeah, silly, because you can't do them two at a time, or can you? I just think that's so funny when people say that. I say that all the time. We're going to do it one at a time. Yeah, well. So what kind of things are you guys hoping that will come in the next release? So we did get some good religious sayings in this one. Everybody's been asking for those. There's musical instruments now. We had people asking for that. So what kind of fun things are you looking for? You know, one thing I'm looking for, I would love some little Easter bunny stuff. I love the Easter bunny that they had last year. That was perfect. And I actually still have some of those, so I'll be bringing those out for kits. Please don't send me a message saying, I need that. But I'll be having some of the bunny kits. Yeah, because those are going to be coming back for sure. And I'm just excited to see all the new stuff. We'll be seeing it. We'll be seeing something. We'll be doing a create and take on Thursday when we first get there. So they might show us one little item, or it might just be something that's special for us. Sometimes I can't do those are too small to do. And the bottom I don't need to do because the bumper is there. Okay. All right. Sometimes I gotta talk to myself. I gotta talk myself through it sometimes, guys. Sometimes they'll do a special paste color for us, which is always fun to have a special leadership paste color. Sometimes they won't, it just depends. And let's see. Yeah, we get to do create and take on Thursday when we get there. I'm going to do the inside of the window. Do it really carefully. And then we'll see everything else on Friday. So as soon as I see things, I'll start sending them your way so that you can see. A lot of time it just looks really chaotic the way that I start sending. I'll just start shooting pictures over to you. And then later we'll have the whole catalog to show you guys. Okay, that looks good, just like that. I love it. Okay, now we can start gluing it together. And if you wanted to, you could just lightly do along the edges. But I'm not going to. I think it'll be fine. Let's glue the truck together. So let's just start. Let's start right here with this. To put the hearts on, we'll have to have it on the board. Okay, so we'll have to wait and put it on the board. And there's our little mirrors. Can you guys see? You can't see. Sorry. Some of these stuff you couldn't see. Where's my person that tells me, hey, can you move things up? All right, sorry about that. Okay, so got everything inked. And we're just going to glue it on. Okay, there's our bumper. So see how that covers up where you where you did your tires. Okay, this is the little railing. Is that what it is? Like the goes right here. Anyways, there goes my paint's jumping. It goes there. And then we have a license plate that goes right here. And the license plate says love on it. I'm going to be really careful. What I need to do is get a Q-tip. Let's get a Q-tip for those small things. We'll do that. Okay, so this is going to go on here. Let's glue this on. And then we'll get a Q-tip for the small things. And then we can start gluing onto the truck. Okay. All right, let me grab a Q-tip. That will help. Those little pointy Q-tips are great. Little makeup Q-tips. Excuse me, they work perfectly. So make sure that you know which one is your glue. Your glue and your white paint is going to look similar. So make sure you know which one is which. All right. So that's going to go there. And then we're going to do our XOXO is going to go on here. And we have little tiny lights right here. So, excuse me, some tail lights. Froggy, froggy. It's a froggy morning. It's a froggy morning out there. Yeah. Sometimes, I tell you. All right. There's that. Okay, and then our X. And then we'll have to get our board to put everything else on. Because we really can't put the hearts up there at the top part yet. Okay, that's going to go there. XOXO. This is so cute. I love this one. I've been waiting. I just didn't have time. You know, life is just that way sometimes. You just run out of time for everything. And this morning I'm like, I'm just going to do it. Okay, so there's our little truck. You can let it sit for a while if you want, or you can just take it and put it directly onto your board. Let me just go like that. Okay, scooch this over. That's all going to go onto the board. Bring your little board in. So this is the board that we did. Let's dry those polka dots a little bit more. Oh, actually they're pretty good. Okay, we can take this off. So it will have dried a little bit. It's not going to really move around that much. So, yep, it's solid now. So just that amount of time, the couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes, 7 minutes, it helped it to stabilize. So everything is where it's supposed to be. I don't know why I'm taking this off so carefully and putting it on there because I don't ever save it. I just throw it away. So your little pieces of blue painter tape are your friend. They're helping hold it in place. And now we can move it. Okay, so let's glue our hello on. So if you're out there watching, say hello. How's your day going, guys? Hope you're doing good. My day's just starting. Got lots of, I do have a lot of paperwork to finish. I have, like I said, I started the alphabet sending out invoices backwards this time. So I started with Z, and that's with their first name. I always do the first names. Okay, so because that's easier, because that's the first thing on your invoice is your first name. So started with Z, working backwards through 142 people that ordered, and I am I'm on C. I'm halfway through C. So I will be getting the rest of those done this morning after I get my bookkeeping started and a laser started. I'll get the rest of those invoices sent out. And then as you guys are paying them, I'll start pulling the transfers, getting them ready for the mailman. And then I will, probably tonight, I will start going through the rest of the people that commented after Saturday, because remember Saturday was the cutoff for the first set of invoicing. So then I'll start going through all of that. Okay, there's that. Here's our cute little truck. Things could have moved around, so make sure that when you put it down on here that you fix anything that's moved. Okay, I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to get a decent amount of glue on the back of this. I need about 12 of these in Easter theme for my craft shows. I will definitely do some with an Easter theme like this. I think that it would be so much fun. I think it would be so cute. Okay, then flip that over, and then does it go? It goes center. Okay, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It goes center, like right about there. Kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle it to get it down in place. Okay, so there we go. It's going to stay right there. And then these hearts go in here. So I am going to put a little spacer because for me, I want it to stay right away. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right there, and then I'm gonna do another one right there and there. I think that's probably good placement. Maybe I hope it's not too high. Nope, that'll be good. Okay, so then these pieces go in here. So this, we need to put this in the center. So this is the first piece, is this heart here. So you could put some glue up at the top because that might hit onto that heart. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And then this is next. So this is your next layer. It's a little heart. It's like half like that. The little red part. That's going to go right on top of there, just like that. And I can see that my little spacer is too high. I'm just going to take my little stylus and just tap it down because it is not glued yet. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is these guys are all going to go in place right here. Bless you, honey. Can you hear my husband sneezing? He'll do that. And then he'll do it like 12 in a row, and then he'll start like cussing with each sneeze. Okay, there we go. And then if you need to scooch it over to center it, just move it a little bit. Make sure those hearts aren't showing up there. Looks good. Looks good like that. Okay, that part's done. So if I need to scooch it just a little bit more, that looks good right there. Make sure everything is still lined up because you know when you're moving things around that things on here get moved. And I'm going to look in my camera too, make sure everything looks like it's straight. So, hi Deborah, how are you? There's our little sign. You go in a little bit and a little bit. Look how cute it is. Okay, I'm going to take my jute and I'm going to tie a knot in the end. And then we'll see if the knot's big enough. The holes are pretty big. So I'm going to put it through there and we'll see if I need to tie a second knot. Sometimes I do. So go ahead and put it through and pull that just like that, guys. Okay, it's going to hold. And then you're going to figure out how long do I want that to be. Okay, so you're going to put this up through the bottom up and you're going to look at this part and go, okay, I want it to be about right there. I don't like that to be too long. Can you see the sunshine coming in on my desk? It's coming in through the window. It's because the trailer is not there. Yep. All right, there we go. Then tie that knot. Okay, so that's long enough. You don't want it to be like super long. It will look silly, honestly. It needs to be just right, just like that. Okay, there we go. We're done. We're done with this cutie pie. If you have some glue that's in the center part of these letters or anything, you can take your stylus and clean that up. It is going to dry clear. Clear still kind of shows. A lot of times, excuse me, I will take my stylus and I'll just clean out some of that if I can, just so that it is not in the way. What do you think? Do you like this one? This one's kind of cute. So this is available. Let me just drop the link there for you. Hi, Madonna. How are you? Let me just drop the link. Let me scooch that back up. Hi, Judy. How are you? Thanks, Tab. Let me drop the link for this kit so that it's easy for you to grab if you want it. Let me find it. Darlene, it's in the Valentines. And now I can add a picture of it. That's the thing about I can't put the picture on there until I've painted it. So, okay, it's this one right here. Yeah, when you purchase a file from people, you generally cannot ever use their pictures. If you do, you get in trouble. I don't do that. There's one club that I belong to that she lets us use her pictures, but other than that, it pretty much is nope, you can't use them. You have to do your own. Okay, there you go. So there is the little link. If you want to grab this, you can grab it from there. This one is only $12.95. What a deal! $12.95 for all of that. Really? That's all I priced it at. Oops. It probably should have been $14.95, but I'm not going to change it. That's definitely a lot of wood. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I will see you guys later. Let me just put me up to myself, and I'll just hold this up and show you. Look how cute it is. Big. So it's pretty big. Yeah. It's almost as big as me. All right. So thanks for being here, guys. This was a lot of fun. I hope you liked it. I think this is super duper cute. It will be perfect on my wall back here. I'll have to add it to my wall. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Thursday, I'll have something pre-recorded for you guys. All right. Love you. Have a wonderful day.